The programs that Tennessee Tech has taken on, I think, is a great challenge, and we're honored to be a part of that, with small part. But we have done things here at the fitness center in forms of relamping all of our lights and getting with more efficient lighting. We have used recycled floors that are made of tires that are actually ground and used for our floors. Tires are always a hard product to get rid of, and we're using them as flooring, great floors too. And we have used, as part of the sustainable program, Delane Miller was responsible for getting 15,000 water bottles at the start of the semester, and one of our parts, how we plugged into that, was our water fountains now have the filtered water in it. So we're encouraging people to use their water bottle and our filtered water rather than buying and having more plastic to recycle. But we also do recycle programs here in the FIT with plastic, aluminum, paper, and cardboard. So we do the full 9 yards here and try to be a good citizen in that area. All of our cleaning products here are environmentally friendly, and those kind of things is kind of with the cutting edge of what we did first, and then it's led us up to our EcoFit system, which is something we opened in January, and we found that to be very successful for the students' enjoyment, replenishing of energy, and just entirely giving a mindset of sustainable energy possibilities. So that's kind of where we've gotten to with the system. The system itself is made up of a pod of exercise equipment that actually harnesses energy from human performance. So it's a neat system. It harnesses it through a pod and moves it back into an inverter, which directly goes into the electrical grid and produces immediate energy.
My role with the ecosystem is basically to do the day-to-day operations. I make sure that the students and members are happy, that they understand the system, making sure that they have the cards that they need to actually run the system that's on the machines themselves, and then make sure that they have accessibility to the phone application that they can use as well. So we've got 2 different ways for them to use it, and my job is to make sure that they can do that in a way that they understand well and get the most out of it. The card slides into a slot on the side of the machine. It automatically logs you in, and we've got 3 television screens actually in our room that show real-time workout stats. So it shows you how many watts you're producing, how many calories you're burning, and also how many points you're producing as well, because as you're working out, we will reward you for that workout. So in conjunction with the EcoFit company, we've developed a point system so that you can actually go back and get gift cards and things like that from companies like Best Buy and Target. So you're actually being, rewarded for working out. We have ongoing competitions every month in conjunction with EcoFit. We have 2 top power output winners every month. One is for top power for the entire month, and the other one is for the top 30-minute power output. So those winners actually get extra points from the company to use towards gaining those rewards. So there's incentive to get on there, and there's definitely a competitive edge to it. A lot of our students get in and they'll see each other's names up on the board, who's leading right now, who's maybe a little bit behind, and it pushes them to do a little bit better, go a little bit harder. So the competitions certainly are a factor, and we've had a competition just recently with Chapman University in Southern California. It was a month-long competition, and they have a smaller setup than we do, but theirs is in the bottom of the dorm, where ours is strictly for our entire facility. So we had a little bit of an edge, but we ended up beating them 44,000 kilowatts to 32, I believe. And in that, we won a treadmill for the university, for our fitness center. So our students helped us gain another piece of equipment that we can throw back into this system. So on any given workout, it depends on how much wattage you're going to be producing based on the resistance that you have on the machine. So somebody who's working at a resistance level of 1 is not going to be producing as much wattage as somebody who's working at a resistance level of 12. So it depends on that and how long you go for. I would say average people are producing about 100 watts per workout. On average, it takes about 12 kilowatts to run a house for an entire month. And so lifetime so far, since we started this venture in January, we have produced 170 kilowatts. So, you know, several households for several months, that amount of energy has been produced, which is pretty cool.
If you come into the racquetball courts at Tennessee Tech, they have sensor motion detectors. They will always be off until you get in the court. 3 steps in the court, lights come on. 15 minutes after you leave, they go off. So we save energy, we're more efficient. We don't have to have staff turn lights on. Much longer life on our boats, everything. We've got sensors in our stairwells in the building as well, several in our restrooms, and it saves a ton of energy over time.
The fact that the students are buying into the system of sustainability is real important. We felt like this was an educational tool as well as environmental friendly tool. So the EcoFit system and the green room that we've got here at the fitness center is something that is kind of an example for the rest of the campus, an example for us to continue to be as environmental friendly and conscious of our sustainable efforts as possible. You know, I just want to give an amen to our energy group on campus, headed up by Jack Butler, that is really looking at trying to make our campus a focus point for the country on sustainable energy and being a good citizens to the green people.